And now we'll be moving on to our next presenter, and that is Zeke. And he has a really cool last name, and I do not want to mispronounce it, so I will let him introduce himself. He is with Northwest Youth Corps. So, hello, Zeke. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I am ready to go.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Zeke Zeff, and I'm at Northwest Youth Corps. And I am actually going to put my contact info into the chat now so people can get a hold of me later. But basically, we are a conservation corps, and what we offer is the opportunity to go outside and make a difference for a season and hopefully explore the world of conservation as a career. So I have some slides which I'm going to get up if you'll give me a second, and hopefully they will work. Okay. So basically what we do is we hire people to join a group, a crew that goes out into the woods and does all manner of conservation work. So we have both youth and young adult crews starting from age 16. So whether or not you're going to still be in high school, we do have an option for you. And can anyone tell me if they are seeing a picture of a person in a yellow helmet on a green background right now?
Yes, we have that gal in the yellow helmet with the mission statement at the top.
Perfect. Every so often, my slides do not work, and I never find out until afterward. So yeah, the mission is what you see up here. Our mission is to empower and challenge people and allow them to build themselves up through conservation work. So what we do is we go out into the mountains and forests and we try to undo some of the human impact that has happened to them in the last 150 years. So we work across the entire Pacific Northwest, but we have crews in Washington based out of Lake Wenatchee that travel all across the state. And they do a huge mix of work, mostly involving very sharp tools. We do a lot of building trails, maybe removing or building fences to protect wild places, planting native plants, and removing invasive species. And we do that really all over, but we have crews that are state-based. So I'm mostly going to talk about the options that we have within Washington, but just have in the back of your mind that if you want to go to Idaho or to Oregon, you can. And honestly, there are conservation corps like us all over the country. So you can go pretty much wherever if you want to check out other places. So we have a couple different options. If you are ages 16 to 18, you can join a camping crew for youth where for 5 weeks you travel around Washington or another state. And each week you go to a new place and you work on a new project. So there might be 1 week where you start in Lake Wenatchee and build a new trail and then move to Mount Rainier to take out Himalayan blackberry, and then down to the coast to put in some signs for an interpretive trail. And for all of these, you are camping with a group of about 8 people. We provide all of the travel and food once you arrive. So you do not need to worry about driving around to all of these places. And in addition, We have crews in Washington for deaf or hard of hearing people using American Sign Language as their main working language. And we have a rainbow crew. I believe they're this picture here, who are a group of LGBTQ plus people who want to have an environment that's specifically for them. But everyone is very, very welcome on all of our open enrollment crews. We have a very firm policy that if anyone has a problem with who you are, we will have a problem with them. And then I don't think that I have a slide for this, but we also have young adult camping crews if you are 18 or over. And most of those positions are actually starting in the fall, but they are seasonal 10-week positions that are similar, but they are longer, they are demanding, they pay more, they allow hopefully more opportunities to connect with national agencies like the Park Service and get deeper into the conservation world if you want to work in the field permanently. So all of these pay a stipend. Our youth camping crews pay $300+ a week, along with camping, food, and travel. I know it is not a lot, but the idea is that you get to have an adventure and have your expenses mostly covered, and also just have fun. And you really make an impact that you can see and touch. You will have some of the best references that you ever have in your crew leaders. And above all, get out there, explore, make a difference. So if you are still in high school, we also offer a little bit of environmental and career education. And so you can potentially get a little bit of high school credit that way. And then I know I am low on time, but typically we get up very early. We work around 7-8 hours a day in the field. We don't always wear horrible yellow jackets, but they do keep the rain off, so sometimes they come in handy. In the afternoon, we have a little time to explore, do chores, get back to camp and relax. And we also make dinner together, and we have time to eat as a crew and hang out around hopefully a campfire to get to know each other better. We have many different programs, many different summer crews all over the Northwest. The idea is that we have one early summer session that starts once school ends, and the other late summer session gets you to about Labor Day. So there is a tuition fee that we have up here. I want to really stress, we are paying you. There is a lot of financial aid that we have. So do not let this put you off, because you can apply and you don't owe us anything until you decide to confirm and get through the financial aid process. Yeah, that's our application. Our application is on our website, and I can put that in our chat as well at the end. But I really want to stress, reach out to me. Our application can sidetrack people, but if you're concerned about that, email me, keep in communication with me. This is outdoor work, and we don't really care about your ability to fill paperwork out. It's just something that does have to happen. So thank you all. My contact info is here, and I will put it in the chat. And before I completely go over time, I want to see what questions people have.
So it looks like we do have one question, and they are asking what type of equipment is required.
Great question. We provide most equipment. We provide all of the tools, all of the personal protective equipment, tents, and so on. We have a packing list that we send out. So things like a sleeping bag, boots, clothes for cool weather because we work up in the mountains, and things like that. There's also a little bit that we have available to borrow. So if you see something and you think, how do I get that? Let us know and we will hunt for it. And then I'm seeing a couple more questions here. We don't have a structure for giving college credit for environmental sciences, but that is something you could talk about with your dean. We would be happy to like fill out documentation or give them information if that's something that you're interested in. And then the financial aid process is that for a youth program, if you apply, once we accept you, we send you an email with a ton of information, and one of the things in there will be a link to apply for financial aid, and it is a very short application. I should also note that the young adult programs don't have any kind of tuition cost. It's a thing that we have for youth because there are basically support expenses that we have for youth programs.
Wonderful. That was great information, Zeke. It sounds like you guys have super fun positions. I keep saying that with all of our speakers today, but it sounds like there's all kinds of different positions to be out in nature and not have to work from a desk. So if you guys have any questions, at this point, we are at our break.